Hi, welcome back. Today's episode is all about marketing and tracking the leads that your marketing generates. And in the core of what marketing is about is it's about building awareness of your product, your service, your information, your brand, your event, whatever that happens to be. Marketing is about promoting your business and then generating leads. And how do we track those leads? And today's episode, we are going to talk about how GoHighLevel has the opportunity to start tracking leads in there. But let's talk about why that is important. Tracking your leads allows you to monitor the effectiveness of your campaign, right? ROI is where I want you to think about. How do I invest in my marketing and get something in return? How do you identify who is a high quality leads? Are hot leads, are cold leads, or leads that are completely off the mark and not even relevant to our business? And then the hot leads, how do we nurture them through that sales funnel to become paying customers or to take advantage of our whatever it is that we're offering, event, products, services? So, how are you currently tracking your leads? Think about, what do? Do you have a pen and paper for referrals? Are you writing them down on an index card? Do you have an actual database? Is it something that you are utilizing in a software that you currently have a good follow through? What does that look like? If there's a spreadsheet, maybe you're using Excel, or maybe there's time related to just a notepad. Think about the time that it takes for you to capture those leads and then follow up with those leads and use the process all the way through from beginning to end. One, that's your funnel. And two, is there a way that we can automate those things? So the tasks that are associated with that particular lead can be replicated and automated. And let's take a look at how we can do that. There are a few features in GoHighLevel, because that's what today's topic is about, is the GoHighLevel platform and nurture and close prospects into customers. So we've got a few things that are right here that we're going to go over together. First, I want to look at the pipeline. So the pipeline is essentially the beginning to the end in that funnel. How are we carrying them through from one stage to the next to the next? And how are we tracking them? So if you're using your piece of paper that has their contact information, and maybe there's information about how they responded or interacted or replied to an email or asked for the next thing, that's awesome. At least you have a process. If you're using a spreadsheet, for example, they may be columns. So the first time they're in the A column over here to the left, that's their name and contact information. And then follow up 1, email, follow up 2, email, follow up 3, phone call. So that follows them from left to right, and you track that in there. So that's our manual spreadsheet, data entry, those type of things. If you were to think about how much time you spend doing those things, I want you to just jot that down in 15-minute increments. How much are you spending in tracking leads? And how much is your staff, if you have that delegated? What are they spending to the lead nurturing process as far as time investment? In here, an alternative, so that's what this is about, is just exploring technology and alternatives. So we have the ability to manage them. And if you look at this little graphic right here, this could be each of those columns in our spreadsheet. So every one of these would be awareness and then interest. They filled out the request on our form and then we emailed them. So we can actually follow them all the way through here and use this as our tracker. So it would replace that spreadsheet. This then would replace our paper form, because now we can have other people work in here with us and we can delegate some of those tasks. And the other benefit is that there's going to be a lot of things in this platform that you can automate. So once something happens, we'll call those a trigger. It triggers this next email to go out. If I open email number 1, for example, we could say wait 2 days and then send out email number 2, or send them this PDF, or assign it to the sales team and have them follow up with a phone call. Those are just some examples of how we can have this happen all the way through. So we can manage the lead with a pipeline and we can organize that. So there's custom pipelines too. Not all things fit all people. So if we know that this person is interested in this particular service and this person is interested in this particular product, we wouldn't want to send them down the same pipeline or even maybe to the same sales team. So we have the ability to segment and personalize their experience with us. And then down here, it talks about that automation. Again, automation. If there is something that we can leverage technology to do on our behalf, then that's something that we can leverage through here. So the automation allows you to have those triggers and move that person down the pipeline. So that could be one of the triggers. Once they get this email and open it, automatically move them to the next stage. So that's something that a person would have to do and track and write. And here, if we set it up once, it can automatically move them for you. And that stage, what happens over here? Well, it's a whole new set of rules. So now we look at who's in this stage, and now our focus becomes what has to happen to that customer or potential customer in this stage. Send them an email, make a phone call, whatever that looks like for you, that then carries through with them. We just saved another 15 minutes of time by automating things. This isn't the only automation tool, so I don't want you to get hung up on this particular topic, but this is what these guys show. So let's go through this a little bit deeper. In those reports, we can learn in every place, every stage, where people are falling off. And we have those leaks, they call them. How many times is somebody leaving that layer in our funnel or the pipeline? When are they leaving us? So now we get to use that data and make better marketing decisions to say, perhaps we need to do an A/B testing, which we just talked about. Or maybe we need to change the email to a personal follow-up. Or maybe the email that we thought we were sending out was the best thing on earth, but it's actually not. And that's where people are losing it. So maybe we need to change the subject line. With those reports, we see where people are stuck. So if people are not moving to the next stage, how can we move them on into the next stage in the buying process? That is a very, very important tool in your marketing. And again, they have the other marketing tools together so you can seamlessly communicate and collaborate against all of the marketing stack that you have. So there's no like one position of this information didn't talk to this one. So now I'm not quite sure where this report and information is coming back together. And I've seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of customers to where my job and my role was to bring everything back together for them and help them to see what's happening where. So just an idea, this helps you to keep some of those things in one place. And this is perfect if you're a small business owner. This helps you to focus your time on optimizing. If this is somebody that's a seasoned marketer in a large corporation, then that helps you to justify where that money is being spent and any problem pain points along the way in that funnel for your customer or your potential customers and how you can make that better. So think about how you can take time off of your plate, how you have the ability to automate things and personalize and make a greater, richer experience for the people who are in your pipeline, and how you can use the data to make good business decisions as you go through the process. And it should always constantly be evolving. That's it for today's episode. I just wanted to give you insights on how those funnels and the nurture sequence can help your business and give you an opportunity to explore what Go High Level is about. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next episode.